Very well, so time for us to make our way all the way over to the other side of Borgia Marina. See if we can try to find something just a little bit more indirect, I guess. Because there's still a lot of other things that we probably haven't taken time to try and find out. Knock, knock, knock! No one's answering. Okay, so no one lives there. Someone live here.
Yoo-hoo!
Woohoo! The owner doesn't seem to be at home. Chachacono.
Hola!
Hola!
Halt! Who goes there? Stop or I'll shoot!
Oh! I come in peace! My hands are above my head! I don't have a weapon, so yeah, don't shoot!
Take it easy, young lady. Old Italo got you, huh?
Italo. Proud to a defect. He is a retired military officer. Lately he has been started... Okay, that's a translation there, so... lately he has started arguing politics with his younger sister, Luisa. Okay, nothing else? Italo. Santa Madre, you scared the heck out of me!
That's nothing. Do you know how often I was terrified? I don't miss those times at all, though.
Did you fight in the war, signore?
Sadly, yes. But let's not dwell on it. The important thing is being here now. How can I help the young lady?
Sure. So are you a ferret, an otter? Okay.
It's a lovely day, isn't it?
You can say that again.
It's a lovely day, isn't it? Take it easy, young lady. Old Italo got you, eh?
I guess I should have shouted that. Anything else, Italo? Okay, nope, same thing. At ease, soldier. Well, it's good to know that, he's trying to take life a bit easy now after having served and, have some humor. Have some fun with the days. That's good.
Yoo-hoo!
It was a pretty harmless prank. No one's answering. Anyone else here? Oh, Phaedro. And who are you? Get that ugly mug out of here. Phaedro, a lad with a face as sharp face and... Okay, another translation error here. Well, they're starting to come out of the woodwork. Okay. A lad with a face as sharp... Okay. I think probably the best sentence that they're looking for here. A lad with his face as sharp as his tongue. Okay. Yeah. That would probably be what they had meant. He is very attached to his aunt, Ivana. Is there anything on it, on the back? He sweetens up with his aunt, Ivana. Excuse me? Get lost. There's nothing here for you. Look, I don't know who you think you are, but... Oh, hello. Phaedro, sweetheart, who is it? Shoot, I can't get up without my stick. Tourists asking for directions. Don't worry about it. You left your stick in the kitchen. There's my stick. What a nincompoop. I'll come talk to them. I know this dump like the back of my hand. Ivana, an elderly lady that seems to have come from a Western movie. She beams with a strange energy, especially when she spits on the ground. I believe that Phaedro is a good guy. Welcome. Oh, what's with the long face? Cheer up. Oh, what a good girl. Up and at 'em. How to introduce yourself to everyone. Butt out of your chair and hurrying down the dusty road. Just like the old days. Auntie, don't tire yourself out standing up. Oh, what a nice young man, my Phaedro. If you had a problem, my nephew would surely know how to help. I'd bet my life on it. Yeah, if only he were a little bit more personable. I wonder what she meant when she said galloping on a dusty road. Auntie saw many dusty roads when she was young. She was the star of Cirque du Barelli. Barel. I think that's how it's pronounced. Barel? She was the youngest cowgirl in Liguria. She stopped doing that, but she used her experience to write her Western books. Auntie's a good person, but don't be surprised if you see her spitting. Stop bragging about your old aunt. Anything else?
Ah.
Nope, nothing else. Okay, this is an interesting family dynamic here. Very well. I'm gonna ride to the sunset. Sure.
C'è qualcuno?
C'è qualcuno? No. Scandalo transgressivo. A scandalous transgression. Alright, so, last time I went down here, we started to go into a white void. Hopefully it will not happen this time. Okay, that's good. Alright, no white void. Everything is loaded. The assets are here. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is Azura. No, we already did that. We already talked to Azura. Let's see, the Tepetti sisters, the Tepetti. Maybe the map will have that in the marker. Yes, I have to bring the piece of cloth to show it to the Tepetti sisters. We did talk to her once already before. She is here next to the beach. We're on the way there. So let's see if we can meet other people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Daniela again. Okay. So she's the teacher. Let's see here. Ulysse. Yeah, Ulysse, we've already had him. That's how we already met him. I think we might have actually met everyone here on this street. Yeah, no one's answering. I don't think we went into here. Miglio.
Hey.
That's yeah, it's supposed to be a thrift shop. Thrift shop. So in here's the grocery store. Let's see, we have 1100 lira. Trophy, pepper, chickpea flour, oil, salt, Tony, mozzarella, ground coffee, lasagna. Gonna leave for right now. I'll wait for you for seconds. Okay, let me check our recipes. We only have one recipe. Perhaps I think we might have enough that we should be able to try to make it at the end of this day. Characters, ingredients, extra, trophies, tutorial, culture. Here we go, recipes. So we're gonna know pasta with tomato sauce. See, so we have tomatoes. The unique, classic, one-of-a-kind pasta with tomato sauce. Please note, strain the pasta al dente, and don't forget a sprinkle of cheese and a basil leaf or two. So tomato, olive oil, onion, basil, rigatoni. Okay, so we need olive oil and rigatoni. I'm guessing those that... Yeah. Do we have any right now? Why is part of it cut off? It's a little bit of a strange overlay here. We can't even, like, move it around in order to see, like, what else is there. Right. There's a mark to indicate if we've actually ever made it, so... And I'm doing the thing where I keep on saying so at the end of my sentences, so... I don't... Perhaps I should probably find a speech therapist, so... Who knows, so... But I'm gonna keep on progressing like I would, so... Alright. Olive oil and rigatoni. We should have enough for that. It can always satisfy your hunger. Okay, so rigatoni... over here... And olive oil... Wonderful! Excellent choice. It's a real delicacy. I'll wait for you for a second, shall I? Here we go. So we should have enough ingredients to actually make food for us tonight. The owner doesn't seem to be at home. Let's see. Here. Owner doesn't seem to be at home. There's Minedu. Said there's Madu.
Ciao.
Hi, Madu. Hi, Diana. Why don't I buy a gelato? So, Diana, what beautiful kaleidoscope of tastes are we having today? Do you have any new or special flavors? Sure, the flavor of the day is... blackberry yogurt with cereal. That's an interesting choice. I mean, I guess I can understand it, so what, it's supposed to be like a parfait on a cone? It's a difficult choice. I'll have... Let's see, flavor of the day. Lemon, strawberry, chocolate, pistachio, coconut, basil. Basil gelato? Huh. Sure, we'll have... I will try anything once. Basil gelato. A cup of basil ice cream.
Here you go.
Wow, thanks, Medu. For 500, okay. For what? Just eat it slowly or you'll get brain freeze. Bye, Senor Medu. See you soon. And how you doing, Medu?
I always did say, Adriana works too hard. How can you give up everything and everyone for your work, I wonder? I love being an ice cream man, but I wouldn't neglect my family and friends for it.
It's a little judgmental there, Medu. I mean, it is sad that one would get so much involved in their work they forget everyone around them. But I don't know. It seems too harsh of a take to just automatically judge them on that. And since this is a small town, everyone really should know each other and understand their circumstances. So I don't know. It is strange. It is strange then that having like Medu would like pass such harsh judgment on Adriana like that. Now just try again.
So what do you say? Fancy some gelato?
We already did Medu. We'll talk to you later. Next time. Okay, so the Tepetti sister is down here. Should be the second one, the one right after the staircase there. Oh, we can get more limon. Sure. I need to replenish my lira anyway. Hoshi.
C'è qualcuno?
Chakakono. Oh, so that's not her. So it should be this one then, yes?
Ehi!
Yep, Anna Giulietta Tepetti. Hey there, my dear. How you doing today, Anna Tepetti? You know, my dear, every now and then I think about starting work as a seamstress again. But I'm not sure my sisters would like the idea. And I'm not sure we would have Premiata Sartoria Tepetti without all of the Tepettis. Well, you could talk to them. Maybe they'd surprise you. That I could. But the allure of retiring... Well, who knows? So, I have this here. Well, I've never seen this before. Fine garment, skirt. Fine garment, skirt, what else? I should show it to my sister Bettina. You'll find her house on Corso Garibaldi. That little princess will sing you a song about life, death, and miracles of the skirt. Okay, so Corso Garibaldi. Alright. Thanks, Tepetti. Take care, dear. Let's see. Corso Garibaldi. So that should be right back here. I have to bring the piece of cloth to show it to Tepetti sisters. It's not that far off. No. Forgive me for being a little sidetracked. I'm already on the hunt about this skirt. So might as well continue it. So go through the tunnel, and we can get ourselves up to the Garibaldi. So let's see. Does he just live here, or... Yeah, the Tepetti sister store is no longer here. So it has to be one of these. So we got out of our house from there. The fortune teller is over there.
Hola!
Ah, Bettina Tepetti. Haha. I am so smart, I did the right thing without even realizing it. Hey there, who do we have here? Am I seeing too much or seeing too little like my sister? Wait, that sounds too similar. Let me think of another voice here. Right. Oh, sorry. Bump on my mic here. Don't necessarily need that. Let's see. Hi there. I'm still doing a twang. Why am I still doing a twang? Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. Hi there. Who do we have here? Not seeing too much or seeing too little like my sister. Otherwise, I can't explain how a fly like you could come to be here in front of me. Ma'am, your eyes are fine. You're too kind. I didn't get to be my age by not saying what's on my mind. Bettina Tepetti, a nice retired old lady, designer and seamstress, now just for the pure pleasure of it. You're not the first Tepetti I've met, you know. I met Anna Luciana Tepetti. Ah, my older sister. not the best of my sisters to meet.
Ah.
Why? If you don't mind me asking. Nothing in particular, but I'm not going to stop exasperating my sister just because I'm retired. Bettina Tapetti, a woman of good taste, but only in clothing. She likes to keep young by making jokes at the expense of the residents of Borgia Marina, especially her sisters. She was the seamstress and designer at the Tapetti sisters' dressmakers. I have to say, Diana, if only you'd passed by 10 years ago, I'd have made you a beautiful dress. Were you very good at your job? Was I good at it? Pucci, Valentina, Armani, the big fashion brands were at each other's throats wanting to work with me. But alas for the world, and for me above all, I suffer from nostalgia. I'd never be able to separate myself from my sisters. Do you regret your choice? I've thought about it, you know, but I can't regret having a wonderful family. Not everyone is so lucky. Need something?
Sure, what's on your mind first?
In the good old days, people were queuing up at the door of our dressmaking store, they were. I might not have a cheap glower, but I certainly have the work ethic for it. So many customers and only one seamstress, you can only imagine. So can you analyze this for me? A piece of skirt. I'd like to know everything you can tell me about this piece of fabric. How much time do you have? I could talk for hours on end about a spool of thread, let alone a piece of fabric. How about a brief summary? You youngsters are always in a rush. Well, the material overall is high quality. Nice yarn, beautifully woven. The only downside, it tears like tissue paper. Such a pity. It's part of a skirt, no doubt about it. Characteristically feminine cut. In the dressmaking shop, we would have sold it for a fortune. I'm impressed. You don't get to become the top local seamstress without an eye for detail, darling. If Paris had Bettina Tapetti and the sea, it would be a little Borgia Marina.
Hey, anything else?
Nope. Alright, thanks for your time, Bettina. Come back and see me soon.
Alright, that's interesting information to log. Nope, wrong button. Let's see. I have to update De Montonis about the piece of cloth. Alright. With that, though, at least we accomplished that small little piece of information. Huh. The skirt itself, though, is quite white. I'm piecing together some theories, some ideas in my head, but it's all just conjecture really at this point, and for a detective, for a great detective such as I, really, so it's bad form to basically start spouting theories based on conjecture without having solid evidence. Then again, that's a little bit of, the Apothecary Diaries coming out of me there. By the way, fantastic anime. If you haven't seen it, do go see it. So, we should be here at the boat marina, talking to him to get the boat.
Yoo-hoo!
Woohoo! Hello, do you need to rent? Oh, Maro. Why would somebody here if not for that? So, how much do we need to rent a boat there, Maro? License, please. Here you go. Everything's in order. You can rent a boat for 3,000 lira, una tantum. Do we have 3,000 lira? I think we do. I think probably have like about 8,000. So pay up, 3,000 lira. Enjoy the sea. Thank you so much. A boat. A motorboat that can handle Borgia Marina's calm seas. So wait, is it 3,000 for every single time we go out, or is it just 3,000 once? Anything else you want to talk to us about, Moro? Oh, little miss. Sorry, what was your name again? In fact, we haven't been introduced. Pleased to meet you. Yes, indeed, I thought so. You know, this old boatman has sprung more than one leak. My name... But I haven't sunk yet. Oh no, the devs will have to wait a while longer for this old sailor. Old Moro doesn't jump ship.
Is he talking about himself, his business, or something else entirely?
So what about it? Do you want a boat or not? We already did. Hey, thank you, Moro. Thank you. We're just gonna go on our way.
I'll come back later.
Take your time, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so is that our boat that just, magically appeared out there? Oh, hey, Lushua, I've got a boat. I've got a boat that we could, use. You wanna go on a little fishing trip with me? Here, buddy. Here, old pal, old friend.
What do you want?
Talk.
I feel sorry for Adriano and Cecilia. Whoever's capable of doing so should solve their own relationship problems.
Anything else, Lucia? Lucia? Uh-huh. Yes? Very fascinating. Anything else to comment on? Okay. Yeah. Alright, well, guess I'll just leave you to your fishing, Lucia. Alright. Missing you already.
See ya.
Very well. Cast off. I could go far out to sea. I'm so sorry. I'm feeling embarrassed now. I keep on losing what Deanna's voice is. The pilot, anyway. Off we go. Sea. Alright, so we're just here. We're just gonna go out on the sea. Whoosh. Alright. Alright, we're getting a little bit of Wind Waker in here. Just using the boat to go completely out. My god, the waves are extremely choppy. I'm slightly concerned. These are supposed to be calm seas, yes? Why are we bouncing around so much? My goodness. Okay, so that's where the treasure hunt is. A little interesting. I'm gonna check out this boat here. Beep beep! Get out of the way! Yeah, I'm about to crash into you! Ah! Okay. Hello? Okay, so we can decelerate to back up. Oh, knock on the boat. Knock on the boat. Wait, we were already knocking the boat. We don't want to rock the boat. We just want to knock the boat. Knock. Hello? Hello? Game? Could you last knock on the boat, please? Oh, Nero.
Hola! Don't think we know each other. Soy Neroni. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes, pleasure to meet you as your boat. Nero. Of Spanish origin, his desire to lift people's moods is inferior only to his passion for being in the water. So probably should give him more of a Latin flair for accent. Oh, hello, the pleasure's mine. I'm Diana. Excuse me if I may, but from your accent, I assume you're not from around these parts, right?
Si, you're right. I'm from Barcelona, but I was adopted by a familia from Borgo Marino muchos years ago.
Wait, if he was adopted, why does he have this accent? That doesn't make sense. How does it feel to be so far from home? Wait, hold on. I think I'm misunderstanding what he's saying. Okay, so he was adopted by a Spanish, so he's of Italian origin, but he was adopted by a Spanish family and then he moved back here to Borgo Marino? Am I understanding that correctly? The logic of this seems strange, and we're just constantly zooming in and out on the boat here. Okay, can we get a better angle of this here? No, I guess not.
In the past, I might diarrhea you that it is hot.
Diarrhea.
Yeah, diarrhea. I might diarrhea you that it's hard, but now can't think of Borgo Marino como anything else in my home, right?
This is really awkward, really, to have like these Spanish words just suddenly thrown in there, without really having much of any purpose of them there. Because, let's see, diarrhea, that's a verb of some sort. I might have told. Okay, so this is like a past form of like to speak or to tell. So. I might have told you that it's hard, but now can't think of Borgo Marino como, which really this usage here would have been for like a preposition of like as anything else in my home, right? Como, as far as my memory goes of like the Spanish language, is that como can be used as like as a preposition for like several different things. Then again, I'm not sure if preposition is the right part of word I'm using here. In any case, good grief. Now, moving on. With the right attitude and a little bit of tiempo, any place can be your home, and any neighbors can be your familia. That's a nice way to look at it, Nero. When it's caliente, lo mejor es to just go take a dip y forget everything else. My goodness, it's so awkward. It is so awkward, the writing for this. Is that for what he's saying right now. It makes no sense about how he's like throwing in these Spanish words all of a sudden. I can understand using the Spanish words for like certain nouns, because I think the tattoo artist that's in town, he's of Spanish descent as well, and his dialogue writing is not as awkward as this right now. So, yeah, I'm thinking that possibly is like, you know, perhaps the dialogue for this here should have probably taken another pass or two. Anyway, moving on. We met. See you soon. Or it could have very well had been pushed to the wayside since he's the only one out here in the ocean. So we're heading to the lighthouse first. See what can come about of that, because we're trying to progress the story. Oh, hello, fish. Unfortunately, we don't know how to fish, because we haven't read the fishing book yet. I'm guessing that's what we're going to have to do in order to learn how to fish for ourselves. Lighthouse. Oh boy, it is bright. Running along the beach at the White House. Do-do-do-do-do. Too bad we don't have the Red Lion ourselves. Otherwise, I would have called this even more Wind Waker. Lighthouse. Location revealed. Okay, Jacocono.
Huh?
Hey there, is anyone home? Hello? Okay. You look like a suave fellow. Giorgio Taro. My word, who is it? I don't remember seeing you around here before. What do you want? Nothing, signore. I was just curious to know if there was a lighthouse keeper in here. First of all, signore is my father. I'm 28 years old, not 50. Secondly, I'm not anyone's keeper. I live out here so I can carry out my research in peace, without anyone bothering me. Oh, are you an academic? Marine biologist. Occasionally I travel the world for my family's business. But I decided to take a break, dedicate myself to the local fauna, sketch, and enjoy some peace and quiet. I'm interrupting that peace and quiet, aren't I? Not yet. If you keep your voice down, I'm sure we'll get along. Giorgio Taro. Lighthouse updated. Giorgio Taro, an unusually tall guy. He may seem grumpy, but he's just shy. More than talking, he likes to draw, especially fish and other sea creatures. Especially tall, so... Okay. Oh dear, I'm trying to remember the name of the lanky wolves, the one with the extremely tall legs. Gosh, I'm just suddenly blanking on what they are. Oh well, I'm sure I'll remember it later. So, moving on. Need something? Let's talk first. Enjoy your trip at sea. But if I find you throwing cans in the water, you and I are gonna have problems. I would never! Good. You ready? I won't waste your time. I'm investigating the theft of Lucia's boat. Can you tell me anything about it? Of Lucia's boat? I think I saw someone passing by the other night, during the storm. Really? Where were they going? Good question. With yesterday's waves, I'd be surprised if they didn't crash somewhere. I don't think they got past the train station cliff. Aha! Interesting. You could start investigating there. Looks like a good lead. Thanks, Giorgio. I thought it was impossible to find even a single clue. Impossible? I've seen impossible things in my days, and that word doesn't mean anything to me anymore.
I'm sure that you'll come to think the same during your journey.
I hope so. Thank you, and sorry to bother you.
A moderate disturbance.
Alright. Thanks, Giorgio. Too bad that you're not anyone that's, like, one of the, I guess, the quote-unquote romanceables. Oh, hello. Egg basket? Can we pick egg? It's a bird egg. It's like a seabird egg. I don't think it would probably be delicious anyway. So then, we have another possible lead. We know where at least where the boat went. I honestly had forgotten that it was supposed to be one of Lashua's boats. I could go far out to sea. Off we go. So let's see if we can make it to the train station from here. I think that probably would be best. Look, there's another boat that's out in the ocean. No, okay, I should probably stop that. I'll stop. I'll stop now. I'm sorry. I just can't help but think of it. It also kind of fits like the beat of this music going on right now. So really, we would be using the boat just probably mostly for fishing, I guess. Chakokono! Good morning! My name's Diana.
Dante? Oh, an old grizzled wolf sailor.
He's quite as well spoken as Lashua. I wonder if there's a family tie.
Pleasure, Diana. Call me Dante. Good morning.
Short but intense. Dante. He is a man of few words and an austere gaze. After a life of adventure at sea, he came back to Borgia Marina without any explanation. Well, sure, why don't we just have our talk with him?
I remember the origins of this village. Sometimes, if your nostalgia for times gone by will track me down.
If you'll allow me, you seem like someone who will always come back up for air without any problems.
Sporadic bits of news are certainly a lifeline.
Anything else to say, Dante? Nope, very much. Alright, thanks for your time, Dante. We'll be on our way. No, let's not run into their boat. Okay. Whee! Can we get a better view? We're sailing over the Liguria Bay. And even though it's an older song, I don't know the part there. Onward, upward to every port and call. And even though I sang the part, I do not know the song. Hurrah! Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. They're just really choppy waves for something that's supposed to be, a calm sea. And no, I can't change the controls. When I open the control menu, there's nothing for us to do. I can't find a way. There's too many rocks under the water. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Diana? What? Okay. Alright, hold on a second. What is this here? Okay, that's us. Alright, I just gotta go over to the station. It's actually just south of me. Right over there. Alright, there we go. There certainly didn't seem to be any rocks around there. Then again, I can't see, like, the surface of the water here. Just plunging through blue liquid. Is there a way for us to park the boat down here anyway? It'd make things a little bit easier, instead of having to go back to the port. Yep, the abandoned train station. Huzzah! Is it me? Or has something changed around here? Something strange in the air. Like something old and stale, even though we're outside. I wonder if the tunnel it came through is still intact. Path of no return. It looks like leaving town is more complicated than expected. I have to work out how to leave the town. Huh, weird. There's a beach towel. I never get tired of a blue sky. Count the passing trains. What passing trains? I thought the tracks here were broken. Zero. Yeah, I thought so. I thought just as much. Alright. We have no book to read, so that's fine. So that's probably Lashua's boat there. Before pursuing that, let's go back up and look at the tunnel then. There's the train. Oh, great. That's wonderful. Even the tunnel is now, blocked off. Gee, I wonder if we're ever going to be able to get back. The tunnel collapsed? It must have been the flood the other day. Flood? You call that a flood? I mean, it was a pretty bad rainstorm, but I'd hardly call it a flood. Should I be worried about it? Santa Madre. I should try going as far as I can out to sea. We need the fire brigade here. Why should we try going as far out to sea as we can? Are we going to try to make our way back home via boat? I'm pretty sure the boat would run out of gas before that would happen if we rode over, basically the whole day on our Vespa to get here. Anyway, this boat here. But this is Lashua's boat! Lashua's boat. Lashua's boat stolen by the thief during the night when they robbed Mama Lucia. How is to get it back to them then? I should talk to Beatrice. Alright, and we're gonna go straight back to the villa. Alright, that's fair. I don't think there's anything else for us to hear at the station. So another time to give Beatrice another report. Tell her more about the cloth, and then about the boat. Oh, there you are. I was worried for a second you went back inside the villa.
Ciao.
Can I help you with something, my dear? What? Oh. What? Why is that an envelope? That's an envelope, yes? Did you find out something new? Okay. Okay, I see. I guess for some reason the picture asset for that decided to not load. So, let's go for a skirt piece first. How did it go with the Tepetti sisters? It is, in fact, a piece of fabric torn from a skirt. It's a very well-made fabric, but it's not very strong. It tears easily. That's how they tore the skirt at the farm. The person I'm looking for has very refined tastes. I'm lost. Doesn't seem like much to go on. Now I know I can track this person down at a haute couture fashion boutique. It's not much, no. Did you find out something new? Lashua's boat. I found Lashua's boat. The thief used it to get to the old train station. And then, where did they go? I don't know. They left without a single trace. I'm at a dead end. You know, for us trying to be a detective, I guess one of the things we really should have looked at was that we should have looked at the sand, see if there were any other footprints that led anywhere else. I would suppose, I guess really then is that the only possible lead that it could have led was that it would have led it back up to the platform of the train station, unless they might have made their way through the possible tunnel that looked like it was there. That would have been something to consider if we had actually been there. Don't be discouraged, dear. It's not an easy job you've taken on. Don't forget, you found Lashua's boat. He'll be glad to have it back. Yes, we will just carry it above our heads straight back to him, for we are indeed a strong, independent woman and can easily take the boat back to him. Yeah, even if with some dents. You can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs, right? At least I know the thief can't be a very good boater, judging from the way they left the boat. In a small fishing village, that certainly narrows down the circle of possible suspects. What conclusions did you come to after all your detective work? Might be a bit of a wild theory, but what if the same person is responsible for every single mystery in the village? Responsible for every single mystery? I don't know why, but the person who drew the symbol in Adriana's cellar had the bottle that was stolen from Mama Lucia's place, too. That's enough to make me think whoever stole from the restaurant is the same person who snuck into the farm. So, what does the theft at our house have to do with it? Both Orlando and I caught a glimpse of the person who broke into the villa. It was a masked person wearing a costume and a skirt, remember? So what's happening in Borgia Marina is the work of one single female thief? I suspect so.
Excellent deduction, Signorina Caproni.
Oh no!
It's a shame I've discovered what's going on by accident, without having asked you to actually investigate anything at all.
Signor Orlando, it was important to get to the bottom of the matter.
You're investigating matters that concern both me and numerous other citizens, and you haven't been officially authorized to do so by anyone.
The mayor asked me to...
I've already spoken to the mayor. His initial enthusiasm led him to involve you in the matter by mistake. He was wrong to do so.
And do you think the same of your wife? I'm the one who asked Diana to do her detective work, and I'm the one who asked her not to tell you about it.
Darling, we already talked about this.
No, we didn't. You just told me what you decided. That's different. Someone broke into my house, and I don't feel safe in it anymore, Orlando. I don't blame him, but Tono isn't doing anything to solve the case, and you can't solve it on your own either. Diana is helping me, and will continue to do so. Perhaps I'd better leave you two to it.
No, I'll go. I'm sorry for the interruption.
Thank you for everything you're doing, Diana. Also on the behalf of my husband. I know he appreciates it. It's a difficult time. I'll talk to him. See you soon. To catch a thief completed.
Hey.
Anything else, Beatrice? Don't worry about my husband, dear. I'll have a word with him. He can be stubborn, but deep down I know that he only wants to do good. Very well. Please, take care. Alright then, so, our cover's blown. Adriano knows that we're investigating as well. But, looks like we're still going to continue investigating even if he doesn't accept it. The question is, though, where to go from here?